Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kelvin here. So after USD, one of the largest stablecoin, depegged and collapsed the other day, it crashed the entire crypto market along with it. Now, before USD crashed, it was the 10th largest crypto by market cap, which is like big. But do you know what's bigger? Tesla. Just kidding. There's another stablecoin which is much bigger, and that is Tether or USDT. Currently, it's the third largest crypto in terms of market cap, and it has the highest daily trading volume, like 2 times of Bitcoin. It would be a shame if USDT also collapsed too. Which, as it turns out, while everyone was talking about USD collapsing, USDT also dropped by 5% just the other day, but quickly went back up right after that. So, all is well, right? No, because there's some weird stuff going on with Tether. Weird as in putting broccoli into ice cream, kind of weird, which is bad. So in this video, I want to let you know what's going on with Tether and whether it could depeg and crash like USD. But before I start, I would greatly appreciate it if you can help to tap the like button. In return, I will show you a running horse. Alright, let's start right now. Okay, a quick background on what's Tether. Tether was launched in 2014 with the name Real Coin, but was later renamed to Tether. Unlike Bitcoin, which can go up and down like 20% a day, Tether is something called stablecoin. A stablecoin is basically like what the name says, a coin that is stable. Well, until it starts depegging like USD, Iron, and most recently, DAI. But that's not the point. The way how stablecoin works is by being pegged to a currency or commodity. In USDT case, it's being pegged to the US dollar. So it will always be 1 USD to 1 USDT. This works because every Tether is always backed 1-to-1 by traditional currency held in their reserves. Basically, for every 1 USDT out there, the company will always have $1 in their reserves, so that you can easily convert your USDT to USD whenever you want to. Okay, question. What is USDT used for? Why does it have such a high trading volume? The simple answer is USDT is very stable. The price will always stay at $1, and that makes it a very good crypto to hold if you want to avoid volatility. But why not hold USD instead? The biggest reason is that not every crypto exchange has the USD currency pair. For example, in KuCoin, you can't easily trade USD to other cryptos, but with USDT, you can easily do that. This is the same for Binance, where you can easily convert between cryptos and stablecoins. But here's a problem. It has unlimited supply, can be easily printed, centralized, 1% of the holders own most of it, and has no backing. Oh wait, that's just the US dollar. That's not what I want to talk about today. So I will talk about something that Tether is very proud of, transparency. But here's the thing, for a very long time, Tether refuses to be audited. In an interview, the CTO says that they won't reveal their secret recipe, while saying that the company has been extremely transparent, which is a bit weird. But that's not the only weird thing going on. In 2015, after Tether was first launched, it was listed on a crypto exchange called Bitfinex. Now, this part is not weird. Crypto exchanges list cryptos all the time, right? Then, in 2017, there was a huge leak in the Paradise Papers. Basically, this leak showed over 120,000 companies and individuals who use offshore services to potentially do stuff like tax evasion and money laundering. And among that leak, it showed that Tether and Bitfinex were not only working together. In fact, they have the same boss, Giancarlo Delosini and Philip Porter, which is totally unrelated to another Porter that we know. But anyway, this is a big deal because on one hand, you have Tether, who can print unlimited supply of Tether. On another hand, you have an exchange that can help to sell their crypto. Did that really happen? I don't know. But people were getting concerned. So to reassure everyone that everything is alright, Tether allowed Friedman LLP to audit them. And they released a report saying that there's money in the bank account. So all is good, right? No. Because right after that, Tether stopped using Friedman, saying that the auditing process was excruciatingly detailed. Tether be like, you can audit us, but don't audit us too much, yeah? Also, it was later found that on the day of the audit, September 15, 2017, Tether had just opened an account at Noble Bank and deposited money into it. But wait, that's not all. Here's another conspiracy theory. 2 weeks before the audit, it just so happened that Bitcoin price suddenly fell by almost 50%. And immediately after the audit on September 15, it just so happens that there's a very large buy volume. Why? I don't know. Meanwhile, remember the other company, Bitfinex? Bitfinex is a crypto exchange, and most banks won't want to deal with them because they feel that the business is too risky. So Bitfinex has no choice but to work with Crypto Capital, an unregulated Panamanian company that provides banking services without a license. As you might guess, this story would not end well because soon after, there was a crackdown on Crypto Capital due to some sex trafficking bust, and the money was seized. This is bad news for Bitfinex because their money was still in Crypto Capital. In an investigation, Bitfinex claimed that over 80% of client deposits were stuck in Crypto Capital. As a result, there was a period where users were having trouble withdrawing their money from Bitfinex, while Bitfinex is assuring that everything is fine. So, no money, then how? Close shop? Nah, because there's Tether and their big pile of money. So, in 2018, Bitfinex borrowed $400 million from Tether. But hold up, if Tether lends Bitfinex $400 million, does it mean that Tether no longer have enough reserves to exchange one for one? No worries, because in November 1, Tether published a letter by Delta, which reassured everyone that Tether had enough money in their bank. Then, the very next day, Tether secretly transferred another $475 million to Bitfinex. By the way, all of this stuff was supposed to be secret. None of us were supposed to know about this. But it just so happened that the New York Attorney General started investigation into them. This probe went on for 2 years, and the conclusion was sometimes Tether didn't have enough reserves to back their crypto and misled clients. Tether and Bitfinex were fined $18.5 million, banned from doing business in New York, and were needed to submit quarterly transparency reports. So let's busybody a bit and take a look at the reports. In Tether's breakdown on March 31st, 2021, it showed that they had only about 5% in cash and treasury bills, and the biggest holding was commercial paper. If you blur and don't know what's commercial paper, basically it's unsecured short-term debt, meaning if the company they lend to close shop, then they will not get their money back. Bloomberg said that Tether was lending money to large Chinese companies, including probably Evergrande, which defaulted on their debt. Tether belied nonsense and said that they never lent any money to Evergrande. However, it's worth noting that it seems like Tether is trying to improve their reserves. In their latest report in December 2021, they reduced their commercial paper holdings by 21% and allocated more money to treasury bills, which is much more safe. And going forward, the CTO said that they are planning to further reduce holdings in commercial papers and increase exposure in treasuries. But despite so, something still feels weird. Previously, Tether tried to block the court from showing their reserve composition, which was recently rejected. Okay, here are my thoughts on the whole thing. Tether is like Andrew Garfield when everyone was asking him whether he's in Spider-Man 3. On one hand, everyone suspects that he's in the movie. On another hand, Andrew Garfield is saying that he has nothing to hide. But here's one thing you need to know. If it smells fishy, there's probably a fish there. When Tether started debagging in May, many people quickly redeemed their money. And Tether proudly announced that they were able to fulfill all the redemptions. Despite so, you can see that Tether never fully recovered back to its $1 peg. Now, Tether already has said that they reserve the right to delay redemption or withdrawal of Tether if needed. Personally, I hope that Tether will never depeg, because if it did, it can easily go to $0 like what UST did, and possibly crash the entire crypto market again, which will be bad for everyone. Because you lose money, I lose money, everyone loses money. So here's a gentle reminder, maybe Tether is fully back, maybe it's not, but there are way too many red flags. If you really want to hold stablecoins, it's better to use something like USDC or DAI because they are much more secure. Anyway, that's all for today. But what do you think? Will USDT depeg or not? Let me know down below. Like share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.